said a few weeks ago that Paul Thomas Anderson makes bangers. Park Chan-wook makes bangers. You look at the body of his previous 8 Korean feature-length films, there's not a dud in sight. Thing is, he hit his apex, hit the absolute pinnacle of filmmaking with only his 3rd feature film. It was a film that was released in 2003 and switched me on to the wonder that is Korean cinema. I remember watching this, working at a local cinema, hearing a lot of buzz around it. There's a lot of word from Tarantino about this movie that you had to see. Watching trailers on YouTube wasn't a thing back then, so going in to watch something that you only heard a good buzz about and just going on this absolute roller coaster ride of a movie. Firing on all cylinders, the cinematography, the score, of course, yes, the central set pieces around the corridor, the squid, but the twists and turns, the ending, it was just an absolutely incredible film. I've always checked out Park Chan-wook's releases as a priority since then. And while some of them have been absolutely joys to watch, fantastic experiences, nothing has hit that height of Oldboy. As with Paul Thomas Anderson, in my humble opinion, Boogie Nights being the greatest of his, which was his 2nd feature film, and he's a similar sized body of work to Park Chan-wook. To see him come out with one battle after another this year and just be firing on all cylinders, working in a different genre to what we're used to seeing him in, and just absolutely going for it, producing a master class. It got me thinking, what's Park Chan-wook going to do with his latest release?
Dudes!
Now, it's got a little bit of buzz. It's won the best film at the Toronto International Film Festival. It was a runner-up at the Venice Film Festival. It's got an interesting premise and stars Lee Byung-hun, who is a fairly established Korean actor. In that post-Oldboy lull of wanting to find similar Korean films, I remember watching A Bittersweet Life, which he was in, and that just, again, a kinetic, frantic energy. It was a tremendous movie. It wasn't quite Oldboy level, but I loved that one. Followed that up, The Good, the Bad, the Weird, and he had this kind of quirkiness, but he's always the badass, or he kind of plays a particular role very well. He tried to break out into Hollywood a little bit. I remember he was in the G.I. Joe movies. He was in one of the 27 Terminator sequels. I think he was Robert Patrick's replacement. And yeah, anyway, he probably is best known to Western audiences, to be honest, as the frontman in Squid Game. And it's great to see him back working with Park Chan-wook. They worked together way back when, in 2000 for Joint Security Area, which was really the film that put both of them on the map. And it's nice to kind of see them come back and put this film together. So since this was announced, I've been looking forward to it. The teaser and trailer just cranked that up a little bit. Interesting looking footage and dynamics at play. This one is based on a 1997 novel, The Axe, which was adapted into a French film in 2005. The premise is a family man who has worked in the same industry all of his life. Him and a bunch of his colleagues are made redundant. They're let go by the American company that takes them over, and he finds himself unemployed and remains unemployed for well over a year and gets desperate. So he comes up with the unique idea, which is to basically go and kill all the people who are potentially applying for the same job as him, in order to make him the outstanding candidate, because the pool is drastically reduced. It's a high concept, but definitely something you can see Park Chan-wook using and making and creating something special. And this one has a really interesting tone to it. The trailers try and sell a little bit into Lee Byung-hun, the expectation that he plays that frontman character. The film that he did with Chon Min-suk, I Saw the Devil, where he was a special forces whose wife or partner gets kidnapped by a serial killer, and he uses all of his skills to hunt down and take this serial killer and torture him and get revenge. And you feel like the trailer sold it as that, except you watch this movie and right from the off you realise, no, actually, he's playing like a family man. He's playing a straight man. He really excels at it. Really great performance from start to finish as the character goes on this tumultuous journey. Sellable, likeable family man, paper man who works at this company, and just the desperation that he has to go through not being able to put food on the table for his kids. But further than that, their daughter is gifted. She the potential to be a renowned cello player, and they have to pay for her lessons. They had to give up the family dogs, tragically. It's different. Instead of this being a case of revenge, this is a case of survival. What measures could you go to provide for your family? He hasn't got that confidence. The action that takes place is comical. It's grounded in the sense of it being amateurish. It's not stylish because this character isn't an assassin. He's not a hitman. He's not a special forces. He's not trained to do this. So he's bumbling. It's not buffoonery, but he's not got that polish to it, what he needs to do. And the twists and turns of the filmmaker believable. They're sellable. Yeah, there's all these lovely visual flourishes you'd expect from Park Chan-wook, some really wonderful compositions, some really interesting scenes merging together. You all get that kind of feeling. I remember he did the little drummer girl that he did. It's got this kind of, you can tell he's firing on all cylinders, bringing everything that he's built over his body of work and applying it to this film. Can't recommend it enough. Had a really great time with this. Went to some unexpected places. I loved how the relationships built throughout the film. I loved how it started to become less of this kind of archetypal career man. Then he was opening up other sides to him, to the family, the way he builds a bit more of a relationship with the son, which he maybe doesn't have at the beginning of the film. Son Ye-jin is superb as the wife as well. It's a difficult one to get too far into because you don't want to give too much away about it, because the journey that it goes on is the real star of it. It's a great solid plot. It's thematic. It's relevant to the current times, the current crisis that every worker faces. And it's really great to see this addition to Park Chan-wook's body of work. It absolutely sits there, not quite at that pinnacle. Can't wait to see what he does next. From Lee Byung-hun's body of work, I think it's one of his best. And I think having the steer of Park Chan-wook and the character he creates, it's probably, for me, his most believable character, because it's not heightened at all. I think I saw The Devil, A Bittersweet Life, some of his better performances. It's a very heightened genre or character that he's playing. It's not, this film, he's operating on a real world level, obviously doing some dastardly things, but he's so believable as the dad, so believable at his motivations and drive. Really, really happy with this one. To score it, yeah, it's up there. It's a 69 out of 80. It's one of the better ones this year. Highly recommended.
Would you like to know more?